would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to King Dolphin TV, the Surfside Chat edition. We are episode 210. Can't believe that we're already 10 episodes into the next 100. I am Raymond. I am King Dolphin. I am the author of the Dolphin Wars trilogy and ruler of the greatest pod in YouTube. And I would like to welcome you all to this Wednesday evening. As I said before, when I can't find someone to interview, someone to join me in a chat, whether it's just because no one's reached out to me or tried to contact me or responded to me for an interview, I usually like to save these for just chill streams. I've done reviews and other nifty stuff. And we shall see what goes on this evening. Before we get started, if you like what we do here in King Dolphin TV, if you love these interviews, if you love the fun, I'd like you to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and please comment. I do answer all the comments out there. Also, if you know any creators or people who do interesting things, please give me their information, and because I will reach out to them and I will see if they would like to come on and join the pod. So, and my wrenches will put the information out there so you can pass it on to anybody who is interested. So I want to do something first. Nope, it's okay. Let's do this. Okay. So let's see here. I would like to welcome the people who've joined me here tonight. We have hello, Pudgy. Okay. All right. So people starting to trickle in here. So let me welcome these people who are here. We have Scotty R37, and his greeting is ahoy, Scotty R37. And how are you this evening? I hope you're staying warm. I know you're in a cold location. I'm just hoping that you are warm and comfortable. And then my amazing, fantabulous, spot on wrench team, the Team Supreme. Let us start with our producer, Sandra, my muse, maker of interesting pancakes. They were pretty good. Love you, honey. We have Dalek 451. Exterminate. We got the first one in, the last one out. Legatus Legion I. How are you, my friend? We've got the hard-hitting, roving hedgehog reporter, Pudgy Hedgehog. Interesting adventures, interesting little hedgehog, and hard-hitting little journalist. And we've got the Comic Relief Crusader. Hello, my friend. How you doing? And of course, we've got the bear, the myth, the legend, the hardest working bear in the internet, and devourer of all things evil and good. Just don't make him mad. Start up a pass! Gilbert! Scream! Let's do it. Let's do it tonight. If he bores me, I'm going to bite his butt. It's fitting because he puts a hand up mine. Let's have a good show. All right. So we are here, and you are here, and we are all together. So let us get started here. Let's see what the chat has been saying. Let's see. I am doing adequate. All right. So, we've got. Let's see. I'm looking to see if anybody's put anything out there that might be of interest. Hello and good day. Good day. Let's see. Oh my. Shepherd's pie full of meat and potatoes. Ooh, num. Our first food reference. And of course, Snortopoopas is saying, if it wasn't made from real shepherds, it's not authentic. Yeah. It's made from people. Shepherd's pie is made from people. Yeah. Okay. Who is going to get the cookie question tonight? Well, I think there's people in the chat. Dalek, Pudgy should think of someone to ask the question to, and then the chat would the chat could answer cookie questions. Yeah, let's have everybody in the chat answer the cookie question. And Pudgy bounces happily, waves, hugs everybody. Let's all hug Pudgy. Let's do a group Pudgy Hedgehog song. Sandra saying you could come for a visit, Snort. And Snort says, I wish you could. It's not that far. You could do it. You could do it, Snort. Let's see. Canada is warm enough currently. That's good. It's warm here too, relatively speaking, for a November. Let's see. I like that. I saw a meme with a blue Wookiee called Wookiee Monster. Num 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 num. I am doing adequate. Yes, Wednesdays are fun. I like Wednesdays. We got King Dolphin TV here to warm you up for Pop Culture Breakdown. Let's see. What the? I am feeling all right. Wednesdays are always fun. What's this? 7 hours to go until, ching. What, payday? Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, Scotty. I'm gonna slam my head against the I'm gonna slam my head against the desk here until it becomes bloody. But that might be an idea. That might be an idea for us to talk about tonight. I love the Fantastic Four. And the supposedly new one is coming out into the MCU. Maybe we should figure out who should be in the Fantastic Four. As long as it does not do any race or sex swapping, who would you like to see as the first family of comics? Let's see. Yes, I agree. Comic Relief Crusader. Screw that. Okay. Let's see. Scotty's is Little Debbie, and I'm keeping track of these. I have a list called the wait a minute, you do oatmeal squishies. See, I kept track of the last time he did it. Norda Poopa says shortbread. All right, let me put that in. And Dalek, how you doing? He says hugs for Pudgy. Little Debbie is the vanilla Oreo. I don't know. My favorite is Oreo cookies. Hello, Matt G, alias Taylor Swift, is greater than Disney Star Wars. How are you doing, sir? Okay. Congratulations, Comic Relief Crusader. Hi. All right. Let's see. You know who I would like? I would like Tom Cruise's read. I would like Tom Cruise's read. I mean, you know. Legata says, as almost all of Hollywood actors are morons. Actresses and actresses are morons. This would be a Disney production. I would rather not have them ruin another group of superheroes. Yes, one word: fan-for-stick. Yeah, I couldn't even get past like the first half hour of that one. Let's see. Ooh. Reed Richards, John Hamm, Sue Storm, Alice Eve. Yeah. Sandra's favorite cookie is Pepperidge Farm chocolate fudge. Let's see, add that to our cookie list. Let's see, Sandra. All right. Let's see. Hello, Sci-Fi Mombi. And I did see, we do have a Matt G signing. I don't have you on here. Let's see. Sign. Right. Mombi. All right. Glad to have you here. Let's see. John Hamm and Alice Eve. I liked Alice Eve. Let's see. Yeah, Thomas Reed. I think he could probably pull it off. Pedro Pascal is Ben Graham. I think I'd go back to Michael Chiklis. He was a great thing. Johnny Storm. Ooh, boy. Johnny's pretty hard one to cast. No, I said sighting. Thank you, Comic Relief Crusader. Let's see. That's true, and it would probably take a lot of money to get him to jump ship from Paramount. Yeah, that's true. I think Pablo Pascal would probably be a great Doctor Doom, as opposed to the Thing. Because really, you look at the Thing, and you've Ben Grimm. He was a football player, star football player in college. He was a test pilot. So you've got to get, you've got to get someone with that build. Wait a minute. Maybe Tom Cruise could do the Thing. That's an idea. I mean, he's already done two Top Gun movies. And so that would be, but then that puts us back to square one for Reed Richards. Yeah, Tom Cruise is Ben Grimm. Because, Ben Grimm, he's a test pilot. He was going to be going to be an astronaut. So that would. Ooh, no, not Hugh Laurie. Not Hugh Laurie. He's too obnoxious. I don't like. Who may work? Yeah, if he were younger. I wish I could pronounce his last name. Sandra sees a lot of his TV shows. David Deborn, the guy who plays in SEAL Team, and he played in Bones and Angel. He'd probably make a great Reed Richards. Yeah, he'd probably make a great Reed Richards. So we've got. Yes, exactly, Snort. Yes, David Borneas. I think he'd make a great Reed Richards. Yes, that guy. I think he would make a great Reed Richards. And Tom Cruise is Ben Grimm. Now, Johnny, who... Hey, he did grow up. He did grow up, Scotty. Yeah, Reed's a... I'd prefer... who? Don't know him. Filet mignons? Filet mignon, Snort? Or just a filet? Malcolm from Firefly. I've seen enough of Firefly. Oh, James Shanks from Stargate, SG-1. He's got that Brainiac look. Hello, Kemp Finini. How you doing? Dalek, I saw was here. I saw Dalek. He was here. Let's see. Let's see here. You need to do Reed. You need. Yes, you're welcome, Dalek. I'm just. This is a. Yes, you're welcome. What's that all about? Yeah, you are. You know you're always welcome here. I'm just not bringing anybody on because this is one, it's short. It's going to be short. And wait a minute. Producer talk. Yes. Yes. On Wednesdays I don't do panels. I do interview. On Wednesdays I don't do panels. I do interviews and the Surfside chat is where I just kvetch with the chat. Yes, I didn't see an invite. Yeah, I didn't see an invite to did I? I hate these invites. I didn't see an invite for you. It was a Twitter? Let me see. I didn't see anything. Oh. Yeah, I see it. You know what? I got a bunch of people begging, wanting to come on. So stand by. Stand by. But when you come up here, you got to make sure you got your fantastic forecast. Let's see here. Where are you? Where are you? Hold on. Where is my pod thing? Oh, there it is. Let it never be said that King Dolphin TV, that King Dolphin doesn't listen to his constituents. There you go. Hello, Jim's Landscape. Let's see. Where? Okay. So while we're waiting, let's see what else the chat is saying. Okay, Don. Check Twitter. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I am waiting. All right. Okay, come on. Did I? No, wait. I did. Okay. Hello, SP4H. How you doing? I hope you're feeling much better. And please put an SP4H out there to show our love for our own SP4H. Okay. All right. So, good to hear. Sure, slowly but surely. Good. So, okay. What I want you guys to do while I'm waiting is I want you each to post who you want to be in the next Fantastic Four movie. I'm going to put mine in there. Problem is Johnny, you can't. How can you? Johnny is just so hard to find, hard to cast. What? I sent you the suspected image the chat mentioned earlier. Thanks, hon. Oh no, just write the comments in the chat. I'm okay. Let's see. What's this Legatus? I gotta take a look at this. I sent you the suspected image the chat mentioned earlier. Oh, there it is. Okay. Got it. Ah! Yes, I must put this up. I must put this up. Okay. Ah. It just took me a while to put it out there. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Cobalt, Bald Eagle, how you doing? How are you doing? All right. So I don't read comics, so I have no opinion on casting them. I'm an ignorant old bear. You are not ignorant. Tonight's show is rated R for Raymond. Hey, Cobalt. All right. All right. So let's see here. All right. Let's see. Oh. Hey, Scotty.
Hello.
How
I don't
are
have
you?
a fancy background. It's just
That's okay.
all right.
Yeah, I was like I said, I thought I was just gonna kvetch with the chat inside there, and well, hey, who am I to turn down my fans?
Well, we are fans, and it's really interesting. And okay, so I've already said John Hamm as Reed Richards.
You know, I have never. He's from what, Mad Men?
Yes.
Oh, he was also. Was he
was
also
in Maverick.
He was in
Yes.
Maverick. He was the arrogant admiral.
Yes.
Yeah. He was the admiral that did not like Maverick.
Yes. And he was great.
Yes, I can see that.
There is an old saying that Kevin Smith used to have about Ben Affleck, and it was like if he had a choice of casting Ben Affleck as any part in any film, Kevin Smith would cast Ben Affleck as the shark in Jaws. Like anything that you can get Ben Affleck to do, you get Ben Affleck to do. And that's the way I feel about John Hamm. I used to feel that way about, there was a time when I was like, when Ion Grafode was announced as Reed Richards, I was like, this movie is not going to work because it's not George Clooney. George Clooney should have been Reed Richards in those movies.
Do you think he could pull off an absent-minded professor?
Yes, but also it was post Batman, so he wasn't going to take it.
Yeah.
But do I think that George Clooney could do absent? Yes. Have you ever seen, there's a movie, it's a Coen Brothers movie, Intolerable Cruelty, with Catherine Zeta-Jones, and he plays an absent-minded lawyer. And that was one of the reasons that I was like, yeah, George Clooney could have been. Back in the day, he could have been Reed Richards.
The other one that I just thought of is Jeff Goldblum as Reed Richards.
Too old, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Back in the day, if it was made in the 80s, for like seriously, for sure.
Yeah.
Because he was, I just recently rewatched The Fly. And that it's an interesting movie because that's when him and Gina Davis sort of fell in love as well. I like watching movies where actors couple. And that was a time when they were coupling. And I think that was a really interesting dynamic. He played a leading man, even though it was a horrifying film.
Cobalt Bald Eagle says Andrew Dice Clay is the thing. Nah, I don't see it. He's too gruff. Yeah, he's too gruff.
He's too old now.
Yeah, he's too old. He's too gruff. I still think Tom Cruise could get away with Ben Grimm.
It would be interesting. It would be a question as to whether or not Tom Cruise wants to do a mocap performance. Like, does he? Yeah. Like, he's a physical actor, but can he distill that physicality into a mocap
bunch of
performance?
Rocks.
Well, but that's the thing, is what would he do with it? Like, I figure, like, Tom Cruise works out when the role demands it, and I would think that if Tom Cruise connected with the thing, he would have blue dots all over his speedoed body. Like, it would be a skin tight suit, and he would be like, I want you to get the musculature. Yeah. And that would be cool to see The Rocks do that.
Yeah.
But then we're also talking about Marvel, and their CGI isn't necessarily the best.
Exactly. And I like your thought of Alice Eve. I liked her in the film. But I'm trying to think of
who
my Lady Gaga put me in, struck in my head
as
Sue Storm.
Sue?
Yeah,
I get it. I guess. I don't know. I never saw The Star Is Born. I don't know her as an actress.
Okay.
I know she's in the new Joker.
Yeah, I would. No Harley Robbie. No Holly Robbie. No. But you know what? Like, that's Margot Robbie. That's where Margot
they would
Robbie.
go.
Yeah, no
That's
Margot
where they
Robbie.
would go.
No.
Well, and if Disney was doing their job, like if Marvel was doing their job, it would have been what's his name, Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie as Reed and Sue. Yeah, that would have been like when it was actually good actors that you got, like even if they were up and comers or sort of around actors that you sort of incorporate into the cinematic universe. I think that yeah, it would have been great to see Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
But I still, you know what the hardest one is? I don't know who to cast as Johnny Storm. I have no idea.
You've got to get Johnny Storm. You've got to find the immature, airhead, self-centered, actor, and I don't know who's out there in. Well, also blonde and young.
Like, you got to look at the way that they sort of got Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and they sort of found young actors from the UK. Like, I don't know. You need like a 20-year-old, 25-year-old actor to play Johnny Storm. So
yeah,
he's got to be the young, immature one. That's the entire point of Johnny Storm. It's great.
Yeah. Comic Relief says so. Most of Hollywood,
yes,
airhead, self-centered actors, so many to choose from.
Yes.
Cobalt says, plus CGI budget is stretched thin as it is. when Disney does the Fantastic Four, we know they're going to ruin it.
Well, did you ever
we
see
know.
Fan Four Stick?
I could barely make it past the first 10 minutes. It was
I
such
never
a
saw
dreadful movie. It's
I
such
never
a
saw
dreadful movie. Like I said, 10 minutes in, I checked out.
Yeah, okay.
I checked
But
out.
I love the chickless ones, even though that McMahon fella is an awful Doctor Doom.
Yeah. I like your idea for either Pablo Pascal or Diego. Rogue One.
Luna?
Diego Luna
Okay.
as Dr. Doom.
Well, you said that. I didn't say that. Well, I agree with you. That's fine. That's fine. But the thing is that it, like, here's the weird thing about me, and this is where people have said that it borders on obsession, is that if Reed Richards isn't Mr. Fantastic, then I think, if John Hamm isn't Reed Richards as Mr. Fantastic, then I think he should probably be Dr. Doom. So, like, I got two John Hamms in this movie.
I think Diego Luna could make a passable.
And you're right. Again, it's like it's one of those things with a culture swap or a minority swap, if you will. But
well,
like,
he's not a
Diego
minority.
Luna,
Dr.
Diego
Doom is
Luna?
not.
He's not. Well, I guess he's.
I mean, no, he is, but Dr. Doom is European. I mean, he's a gypsy.
Well,
Dr.
no,
Doom is a gypsy.
Yeah, he founded Latveria. It's not like he was native to Latveria.
Right, he was a gypsy. He was Roman.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
Magic helmet. No, that's Juggernaut. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, Zac Efron is Johnny.
Yeah, I was thinking that for a second, but he's like, isn't he a little too old?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like, he's in his 40s now, right?
Yeah.
So
see, I don't know a lot of the young actors. I've checked out of movies for quite some time. Let's see.
Oh,
the guy says so. Just like how they cast Orlando Bloom right out of acting school, they need to do the same with such a character as Johnny Storm, the Human Torch.
Agreed.
Yeah. Find an unknown who could probably act. Because isn't that what they did with Chris Evans
and Tom Holland?
Yeah,
Chris Evans was already Johnny Storm.
Yeah, no one who heard of Chris Evans before the Fantastic Four.
I loved Not Another Teen Movie. Did you ever see it?
No.
It had Amanda from Star Trek Discovery, Spock's mom, Mia Kirshner.
Yeah.
She was in it.
Okay.
And so was Randy Quaid, I think. Anyway.
Zach, okay, Efron is 36. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, but we're like, even with Alice Eve and John Hamm, or even like, I don't know, who's your Reed though?
My Reed?
Yeah.
Again, I would not disagree with John Hamm, but he just does not. You've got to make the absent. With Reed Richards, you have to make the absent-minded professor work.
Yeah. John Hamm played that on 30 Rock. Okay. He's an excellent comedic actor as well as a dramatic one.
Okay.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm
No.
I got a man crush.
I see that. and I've seen him in Maverick, and like I said, he seems like a good actor there. Okay, who would be your plan? Who would be your? Okay, you say Alice Eve. My thought is if she could do a better American accent.
I've seen her do an American accent before. She does one fine. She does a fine one. She has more convincing American accent than Jessica Alba has blue eyes. My God, it looked like the first episode of Star Trek, for the love of Pete.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'd lean, again, I love Alex Eve. Who could get, which toxic male could get past that?
She's very pretty.
Shut
and
up,
she's
Kraft
blonde.
episode.
Like, I'm a big fan of blonde.
Yeah.
In terms of like its characterization. It's kind of like, how people say that Hollywood has a war on gingers and they don't have any redheaded ladies anymore. And it's like, well, they came for the gingers and now they're coming for the blondes. So I'm hoping that blonde, although Barbie was one of the biggest movies of the year. So maybe I'm
Emilia. Oh, yeah.
Emilia Clarke?
Yes.
That would work.
As Sue Storm.
Yeah, but then we got to go younger with Reed Richards, which is fine. We don't have. I'm not married.
We don't need to. I mean,
I think Sci-Fi Mombi is right. Maybe John Hamm has to be Victor Vaughn.
Yeah. John and Comic Relief Crusader says the same thing. Doom better have an Eastern European accent, but I know he won't, and that's why I was thinking of Diego Luna.
You're right.
He's got to have he's got to have that European accent. I couldn't believe in Fan Four Stick that they had Sue Storm, Morgan Freeman adopted Sue Storm. She was from Kosovo, and I'm like, that's where I started denting my desk. When I heard that, I said, no. What's this?
Like, I like Kathy Eddy. Like, I like that actor. But when I found out that he was like the Storm Getty, and it was like, then it was Michael B. Jordan and Mara something.
You're kidding. You're
kidding. You haven't seen? You're talking about Van Forstick. Yeah, I thought it was crazy. That's why I never saw it, is because I thought it was crazy and I didn't want to see
it. Was stupid. It was stupid. And like I said, that was about the spot where I checked out when,
But that's also like, I can understand people wanting to see it as a train wreck or see how bad it could possibly be. But like, I have a great affection for the Fantastic Four, that if I know that there is something that is absolute crap, I'm like, why do I have to see it? I don't want to see you beat up my heroes.
Right. And I agree totally. The Fantastic Four, they're the first family.
They are the first family. It's one of the only, the big, thick omnibuses of like the first 100, or I think it's either the first 50 or the first 100. And it's all glossy pages. It's absolutely glorious. I love it. When I was reading it, I was very careful not to bend any of the pages, because usually with books, I bend and fold and highlight and circle. But I was just like, no, this is important. So love it. Love the Fantastic Four. And I'm looking forward to a new Fantastic Four. I hope they...
But it's got to be done right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Comic Relief Crusader is saying Clark is a Super Skrull in secret in action.
Shame.
Yes. First they put her in Solo.
Oh, she was a Super Skrull. I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did you see that? That their secret invasion?
No.
Me either.
I don't do Disney. Me
neither. Oh, you know what? I did pay money to go see the Marvels.
I'm sorry.
No, it was fine. It was stupid flashing lights. It was in 3D, and two other guys in the theater were like, oh, we need glasses. So we were all just there. There were a lot of kids. People, when I saw the movie, people kind of laughed at all the wrong places. So they knew it was bad. And But there was a collective. Can I spoil the end credit, the post credit?
I don't care.
Okay, cool. So anyway, Kelsey Grammer as Beast shows up, and like everybody, and by Kelsey Grammer as Beast, they made a CGI Beast, and Kelsey Grammer did the voice, and like the sound of the audience was like, oh, they were all blown away by it, and so I sat there to see if there was going to be an end credit, like a post credit, like after the credits go, if there was going to be something else. But also, I wanted to see if it was going to say Captain Marvel will return. It did not, because every other of the movies that I've seen until the end credits, until now, have always been like Spider-Man will return, or the Guardians will return, or whatever. They didn't do it that time. And I was like, oh no, I wasn't supposed to wait this long. And then also, like, but the people in the theater who were there to see it on opening night, they were, oh, and you know what? The X-Men, and they're going to do this in Secret War. And like, there were still people who were passionate about it and wanted to know about it. I just went because I like Brie Larson.
I'm going to boot you.
I know. That's funny.
Let's vote him off the. How are we going to vote him off the island, guys?
She was fine. She was fine.
Is gone. And
Ms. Marvel was probably the most charismatic and interesting of the characters. There was a cool moment, like that they had the same sort of dynamic between Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel, and it was the same kind of feeling that you had between Captain America and Scarlet Witch. Well, just Wanda at that point. And it was like, we save who we can, and sometimes not everybody gets out alive. And I thought it was an interesting dynamic in the middle of the movie. And when, Ms. Marvel, being such a fangirl of Captain Marvel, was like, hey, we're not going to save everybody. And Captain Marvel was like, no, we can't. Like, we save who we can. And Ms. Marvel found it unfair and thought, like, but you can do anything. You're Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel was like, no, we're just going to save these people, because if we don't save these people, we're saving nobody. So there were interesting points throughout the movie. Would I say it's a good movie? No. Would I say it's a bad movie? No. It's meh. It's middle of the road. It was fine. Like, if you care about watching all the Marvel movies, it's not the worst one. Like, I still haven't seen the Eternals, and I'm not gonna.
I haven't seen any since Endgame, because that one kind of also.
Yeah, it says Endgame right in the fucking title. Sorry about the swear.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Comic Relief says, don't get me wrong, she's a nice looking lady, but she's so annoying and egotistical.
Yeah, so am I. I'm a nice looking lady, but I'm annoying and egotistical.
All right. Let's see. We found the one guy who likes Brie Larson.
It's me. And the worst part is that I can't be president of the Brie Larson fan club, because that'll always be Brie Larson.
We found, and let's see, a rarity. Okay, back to our casting.
Yes.
So we are stuck with. Comic Relief says, I like Jessica. Jessica Alba is Sue. Can't lie. Hot. Oh, boo.
Yeah. First movie, sure. Second movie, she was weird with the blue eye contact.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, if we can't have, like, who's an Oscar winner? Who's gonna an Oscar winner? Sci-fi. Not sure who you mean. But
Brie Larson. She's an Oscar winner.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she won for The Room. Not The Room. Room. Not the one with Tommy Wiseau.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Oh, Lena Hemsley could be a good suit.
She may be. I'm fine with that. She was a really good Sarah Connor.
Yeah, and of course Game of Thrones.
Well, I'm not much of a wizard guy, so I don't see it.
Mm.
I'm not. It's fantasy, or I guess it's not even fantasy. I just don't. I didn't dig it.
She was okay in Skull Island.
She was okay. Brie Larson was in Kong Skull Island, and she was good. She was in there with Loki. It was Captain Marvel and Loki, and what's his name? Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury against a giant kaiju.
Ooh, kaijus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got
but I don't know any. I'm gonna have to start looking up Disney people for who do I want to be Johnny Storm.
That's the tough one. That really is a tough one.
Like anybody can be Ben Grimm.
Yeah. But
like you do need, well, I think Tom Cruise is a great choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you do have to go with the origin. And it's got to be, my thought is, if you're going to redo the Fantastic Four, go back to basics. Have them stow away have them steal a rocket ship and get hit by the cosmic rays. None of this big old spaceship or interdimensional trip that, magically gives them their powers. No, put them in a spaceship. Back, old school.
I think it would be interesting to have the Fantastic Four return to Earth fully formed as the Fantastic Four. No origin story. They show up in New York Harbor. And they've already done everything. In fact, the Fantastic Four, they did their thing in what year did the Fantastic Four debut in the Marvel Comics?
64.
So that is when the launch happened.
Yep.
And then they come back in modern day. And they've been in a different multiverse.
Well, that's the premise from what I heard. That's what they're going to do.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Yeah, that's what they were going to do. They were going to come back already a team, except from one thing I heard was that Sue Storm got estranged from Reed and was
had sex with Bill Murray.
No, bumping uglies with Namor.
Oh, but we have Namor.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Wakanda Forever?
No, I did not.
Neither did I.
But they're going to. One of the premises was that Sue and Namor were going to hook up.
Makes sense. That's comic accurate.
It is, but
you have to establish the relationship unless you're. But that's what they did in the first one. Is that they made it so that Victor Von Doom and Sue were suitors and Reed had to, and that was kind of dumb.
It was very dumb. It was very dumb. Now my thought would be, my thought again is just go back to basics. Go back to putting them in a rocket and they come back and they crash after being changed, and start there. Don't have Dr. Doom as part of it at all. Let him come back. Let him come later after he's, let him come back later and start harassing the Fantastic Four, and then we find out the origin was with the mystical machine that deforms him.
Well, I think that you and I both have the whatever they present for us. I hope that it's the best Fantastic Four movie that I've ever seen, and that's not a high bar.
No.
Like,
No,
I still think the best one is the 1990.
The one with the
Corman.
Yeah, the Corman one, which we never got to see, unless you.
Well, it's on YouTube. You can check it out.
Unless you go to YouTube. I've actually not looked at that.
I've never seen it myself either, man. Do you want to watch it? Do you want to make a date? Do you want to review it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
let's do that.
Because I've never seen it.
Let's do that.
But I still think it's the best one.
That's what I've heard. It is the best out of the four.
So,
it's best. Yeah, four.
All right, we'll talk. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right.
But
I do have to take my leave.
Okay. You take care.
Thank you for having me aboard. You're a gentleman, and this has been fun. I appreciate it. I'll see you soon.
No problem. Take care. Take care, Scotty.
Bye, chat.
Bye. Whoa, that was quick. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow, an hour already. Yeah. Comic Relief, he just went poof. Poof. Okay. All right. So let us continue trying to cast our Fantastic Four. Now, I know you are a lot of pundits out there. You have seen more recent movies, I think, and have gotten more of a feel for the current acting crowd. So I will take any suggestions. Oh, here's a controversy. Charlie from the Orville. Okay, you guys can start throwing things at me. Charlie from the Orville is Sue Storm. Okay, what? The chat just left at the thought of that. So, okay. Or did I freeze? I killed the chat. All right. So, okay. She says, I'm not upset over that. Just keep her away. Keep her away from the Orville. Okay. Sandra says, as long as she doesn't act like Charlie, she might be good. Yeah. Yeah. She was annoying in the Orville. But she seems like a good actor. Alan Ritchson? Let me see who that is. Okay. Wikipedia. Alan Ritchson. Ritchson. Well, I don't know. I don't. Oh, I remember him from Smallville. Okay, I could see that. But could he? Could he? See, the reason I still am leaning to Tom Cruise is he is um you know his being in Maverick, being a pilot, he could do the um test pilot shtick. Not necessarily doing the muscle brains. That is the CGI, but to me, you got to come off. You got to have the image of um, the. You got to have the image of a test pilot in the persona. Now, I can't see Tom Cruise having the angry. I can't see Tom Cruise having the angry want to break Reed Richards in two because he turned him into a, a a bag a walking pile of rocks. I I don't see Pedro Pascal as Reed. Um, I could see John Hamm. Um, so we've still got 3 out of the 4. Okay, who would you put? Who would you put as Zoom? I lean to Pedro Pascal or Diego Luna. Yeah. Sci-fi Mombi says Tom Cruise is a good choice because of his training. I just don't care for Cruise. Yeah. Let's see. Um, so Captain Eddie. Captain Eddie, so put upon. Hmm. So let's see. Who would you put as Doctor Doom? And actually, this is a yeah. Yes, he is Sci-Fi Mombi. Yeah. Who would we put as Doom? I don't know. I don't know who would we put as Doctor Doom. Oh, that's an idea. Cavill as Reed. See, my thing about Reed is that you have to take Reed is he's the most brilliant man on the planet, but he's still an absent-minded professor. So you've got to get somebody. Tiny Tom Snooze Wrecked M.I. I love the TV series. Gavel is a trap and will never happen. Guys, I have to step away for a moment. I will be right back.
Guess I'll shine high for a minute since he's run away. Run away. So cookies. Let's talk cookies. What kind of cookies do you think the Fantastic Four would like? Let's see. I think Ben Grimm would like the macadamia nut. What do you guys think? Cookies. So Snort, what kind of cookies do you think they'd like? Girl Scout Thin Mints. Those are good. 4-grain cookies. Those would probably be pretty good for him, too. Of course, Alan Comic Relief Crusader says all of them. But, cookies are really good. I've actually started making my doughs. I have chocolate chip cookie dough made up and snickerdoodle dough made. And I've got everything out. I was getting ready to make peanut butter cookie dough. Pudgy, I think there were cookies available in the 60s. I used to make them back then when I was young. Keebler soft batch chocolate chip. Those are good too. Momoas? Oh, yeah. Okay, Momoas. Yes, cookies. Only if the Girl Scout Thin Mints are made from Thin Girl Scout. Sigh, snort, snort, snort. And Sci-Fi Mommy likes peanut butter cookies. Okay, Raymond's back. I guess I have to give it up to him. We were talking about what kind of cookies they would like.
Oh boy. Cookie. Okay, guys. Sorry, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra.
Don't count on me continuing to do it.
Huh? What was that? What was that, hon?
I said, don't count on me continuing.
Let's see. Oh, boy. Cookies. 4-grain cookies. Ooh, Girl Scout Thin Mints. Comic Relief says all of them. Pudgy Ponders cookies available in 60s. Ooh. Keebler soft batch chocolate chip. Yay. SP48 says Momoas, not Samoas, Momoas. Okay. Snow art. Only the Girl Scout Thin Mints are made from Thin Girl Scouts. Peanut butter cookies. And here's our friend, the polar bear, the Snorter Pooper baiter. The Snorter Pooper's baiter. our own Phantom Outsider. How are you doing, buddy? Snorter Poopus Bader. Let's see. Hello, Phantom Outsider. And hi, Lisa. How are you doing? How you doing here? Welcome to Surfside Chat, where I just try and pull things out of my hat. I'm a poet and don't know it. Wow. Okay. Okay. What pudgy means, Girl Scout cookies didn't exist in the 60s, or Keebler soft, chewy ones. I don't know what existed during the 60s. I was too young. Yeah, Addams Family. Oh, what was the best line from Wednesday? Let's see. Well, lurk all you want, Lisa. Glad you were here. Glad you're here. Snoopy's in the background. Snoopy's in the background snoring. Let's see. Oreos were there. Yeah, true. I love the Oreos. Hi, Dee. Hello, Dave. Sandra sold Girl Scout cookies late 60s, early 70s. Are we talking about cookies throughout the 60s? I was thinking we're just talking cookies in general. Yes, to both. Cookies is cookies. Hi, Admiral Teague. How are you doing? Hello, Admiral Teague. Sci-Fi Mommy, I got to get you on. I know you've got a channel. I'd love to talk to you about it. One of my ventures put the information out there so that Sci-Fi Mommy could reach out to me, or Sci-Fi, if you've got a DM, if you could put, I don't know if you could put it out there, or you can DM me. Let's see. Snorter Pooper says, hail the Snoop. Yes. Yep, he is louder. He is louder back there. Just hanging out. Just hanging out, Dave. Hi, and hello, Admiral T. I was a Cub Scout late 60s. Didn't like it. Snort says, I went to the store and bought some portobellos to go with my grilled moved flesh. Ooh. That does sound good. Okay. Yes, Teague and Lisa, we've been trying to cast the Fantastic Four. And we got a few guesses, but no one can, for the life of everybody, we can't figure out who to put as Johnny Storm. Let's see. And for Sci-Fi Mombi. Okay. Peak Friends cookies were a thing in the 60s. Decent commercial, catchy lyrics. Peak Friends are a very serious cookie. They're made from grown-up tastes. Peak Friends are much too good to waste on children. How about, has anybody heard um anybody hear of Nutty Buddies if you are in Minnesota? Admiral Teague says the original four from the first movie, the first good movie, the first Fantastic Four movie. Yeah, Pablo Pascal. No, he is not Reed. I would put Lisa. I would put him as Doom, maybe, but I think I would lean more toward Diego Luna. A fellow capster from Snortopupus, fellow capster. I was never a scout, but I was in CAP in the early 70s. Got in late and only rose to Cadet Chief Master Sergeant. Or Cadet Master Sergeant. Good enough for me. Way to go, Snort. They're probably going to reuse Chris Evans again. He's old. Sci-Fi Mombi has heard of him in Missouri. Okay. Not just heard of him. A family staple. Yeah, I used to get a bunch of them. I just don't know where to get them now. I put Pedro as dumb. Guy could never be Reed or Doom. True. They want the Chris Evans walking, talking human member berry. Oh, God, I don't want to hear that. Sure. I'll take some Sci-Fi Mombi. Let's talk. Let's see. He's actually he's okay in Johnny Storm. But he's a better Captain America. Oh, that's an interesting one. Who directs the movie adaptation of my novel trilogy? Boy, who do I want? Oh, who would I want? Spielberg. I want Spielberg to direct the Dolphin Wars. Pedro has expressed a few opinions about the fans that make me uninterested. Oh, Phantom, I thought about Matt Smith, but I also thought about David Tennant. David Tennant would have a great. David Tennant would be a great Reed Richards. The Captain America movie is a lot better. Yeah. Director X. Phantom Outsider says I picked the guy from the Reacher series. Yeah, that had been mentioned. That had been mentioned earlier. The guy from Reacher. Snorter Poopa says, hold out for John Ford. Oh, wait, he's dead. Yeah. Kubrick, too. Oh, I could see Kubrick doing Dolphin Wars. Yeah. But he's dead, too, if I remember right. Lisa says, yeah. LOL to the snort. Oh, boy. That would be tough. Spielberg, probably. Kubrick. Actually, I think I could go Kubrick. I think the Dolphin Wars is made for Kubrick. So, okay. All right. I want to know your thoughts on Doctor Doom. Hey, Doc.
Hey Raymond, how you doing?
All right. Glad you could make it up here.
I just need to go off somewhere else for a minute, but I'm okay. I'm better now. So how you doing tonight?
Oh, not bad. Doing just chatting around, trying to well, Kvetch, I don't have anybody to interview, so I figured I'd just come on and chat around a bit. And we're talking about Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and I know I was listening in. So I don't know if you saw what I said before, but personally, when it comes to the Fantastic Four, when it comes to most Marvel or DC stuff, I think at this point I prefer a lot more of the cartoons and the movies because apart from the earliest Avengers movies, the first Iron Man film, the first Captain America, the first Avengers film, those were great movies, but not much else after those or before it was that great.
And as much as I liked the 90s Fantastic Four with Chiklis and Alba, it's just so hard to do them. I really want to see the one in the 90s, the original Corman.
Right.
Yeah, that one I want to see just to see what it because I've heard people say that was actually better than anything that came after.
You mean wait, wasn't there was there a live action FF movie in the 90s?
Yeah, it never came out. It was sort of like it was by Roger Corman.
Oh.
And I never saw it because it never came out into a theater, but it's sort of like the cult. You could find it on YouTube. So
right, I see. Right.
Yeah. And it came out, and it obviously came out before the two. Let's see. Phantom Outsider says Ben Grimm. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Ben Grimm was the big man on Compass, football hero, decorated fighter pilot. Ought to be a big guy who was a ladies' man prior to being a walking rock pile. Yeah,
right. That would make sense.
Yeah. Oh, now if that's the case, then if you remember I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Right Stuff. The Right Stuff, Dalek.
The Right Stuff.
Yeah. Story of the Mercury program. Chuck Yeager breaking the sound barrier. It was back in the 80s. The guy who played Chuck Yeager would be great as Ben Grimm. If we can't have Maverick.
Okay. All right. If you say so.
Yeah. I mean, I still think, except for the fact, I still think Tom Cruise could pull it off if he was a bit taller.
Tom Cruise? No.
No, you don't think
Tom
so?
Cruise.
Yeah, all right. I surrender. Let's see. Snort says Kubrick is dead too, but would you cast Slim Pickens in the movie? As long as we're resurrecting the greats. Who would Slim Pickens play, Snort? Zack Snyder won't do it because dolphins can't walk upstairs slowly. And he's heading out. And Snort says, Dalek!
Hey, it's not the best. Good.
Oh, that's a good one. Here's the thing. If you get Smith or Tennant as Reed, whoever isn't Reed of those two becomes Doom. Oh.
Wait. Smart. You mean Matt Smith and David Tennant? Is that who you mean?
As Reed Richards. One of those two would be Reed Richards. And I
think it depends which one of them can pull off is the better one to pull off like the whole eccentric scientist part.
Exactly. My first thought when I thought absent-minded professor would be Tennant. But then
Tennant would work, but
Tennant would work. So would Rock, so would Smith.
I don't know if I could see Matt Smith as Doom though.
No, I don't see Matt Smith as Doom.
No way. That wouldn't work.
No.
Tennant maybe. Tennant maybe.
The problem.
I mean, hasn't he played like some really darker, more evil characters in recent years?
Yes, he did. But could he do that Eastern European? Actually, he could. Tennant was a spy in a movie where it was like right around the beginning of World War II. He was a Polish spy right at the beginning of World War II. So I think he could probably pull off the Eastern European accent.
Well, in that case, he probably could. Yeah.
Sam Shepard, but Sam Shepard's gone. Yes. Yeah. Oh. So, no. I could interview Dalek. So when did you exterminate your first civilization, and did you enjoy it? I love it. Okay. Okay. So Reed and Doom are both mad scientists. Doom's just way angrier. Yeah.
Women both Reed and Doom are mad.
Oh.
Yeah, right, yeah. I suppose you're right.
Is anybody else getting the big 3 dots in their screen? Let's see something. What's going on?
What?
I am looking behind me, and Sandra has got the big 3 dots on the screen. Try refreshing, huh? Try refreshing.
Wait, what you mean from YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. She doesn't have the Surfside chat. She's seeing the
that's weird.
Well, she doesn't see any chat. She doesn't see us. That's strange.
I've got the stream. I've got the stream up. I've got the stream up next to me. It's working fine.
Yeah, Sandra had a little glitch. Okay. I see more Tennant as Doom, Smith as Reed. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That would work. Okay, so all right. So the thing
Hmm.
I kind of after seeing, and I've seen him act, the guy who plays Reacher. The guy who plays Reacher would probably could do it. He looks big enough to do it. The thing is, it's just if he's he comes off gruff, Ben, but that's the Brooklyn in him. Alan Richard, who is Reacher on Amazon, also played. Yes, I know he played Aquaman in Smallville. Yeah, that could work. If he, yeah, I think that would work. Now Sue, we've casted Sue. She's either Alice Eve.
Who'd you cast as Sue?
Alice. Well, Scotty said Alice Eve. I kind of lean toward. Oh, I know who could probably work. Billy Piper.
Billy Piper. Billy Piper as Sue Storm.
Yeah, I think it could work. She'd have to speak English. I mean, she'd have to speak American.
She would, yes.
Yeah. Or the other one would be Leah Hemsley from Game of Thrones. Yeah, Game of Thrones.
That would be such wow. That would be so ironic if either Meryl Smith played Reed Richards and she Billy played Sue Storm. That'd be
cool. Yeah. Well, they never
bringing those two back together.
Well, no, Matt Smith never was with the.
Well, no, he wasn't technically.
No, it was Tennant.
You're right. Yeah, yes, Tennant was with Rose. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Phantom says we need to see how well he could say it's clobbering time. True.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Billy Piper's unfortunately too old. Sue needs to be younger than Reed. Yeah, true.
I suppose so, because Billy, she's probably in her 40s now?
Yeah. Like yeah. So right now she's about the same age as right now she's about roughly the same age as probably Matt Smith and Canadian Spider-Man says, whoop, whoop, it's clobbering time.
You gotta remember when we first met Billy in Doctor Who, she was meant to be just 19.
Yeah. She's 41. God, are we getting old? Jeez. Yeah. And then we haven't been able to figure out Johnny Storm yet. Yeah, Johnny is hello, Canadian Spider-Man. How you doing?
Oh, hey Spidey, good to see you.
Yeah. Good seeing you. Let's see. Let's see. Mombi. Okay. Oh, Matt Smith is also 41. Yeah. So, so he'd have to. Yeah, we got to go younger than that. Let's see what's okay. Yeah, so Johnny thought. Do you know who could also? Okay. I mean, this is going to be totally off the wall. No, he's too old. I was thinking Scott Grimes from the Orville could do it. He's got the personality where he could get away with being Johnny, but he's too old.
Scott Grimes wasn't.
Yeah.
Wait, was
Mercer's friend. Mercer's friend.
Oh,
and the helmsman.
Well, the helmsman of the Orville. What was his name?
Yeah, I wish I could remember.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
middle.
He's got
kind of 30s-ish redheaded guy.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. And he played the Gordon.
Gordon, that was his name. Yeah.
Yeah, Gordon. Yeah. He had the attitude that he could play Johnny because their personality is matched, but I think he's too old.
Nah, yeah, he doesn't. He's not. He might have the person. He might be able to do the personality of Johnny Storm, but nah, he's too. Yeah, he's not old. He's not young enough to play him.
Yeah. Unless they do and I really hope they don't. So, unless they do a Fantastic Four already established type series, instead of the usual, half the movie is them before they get their powers, and then the rest is after they get their powers. I mean, if they had it established, then he could probably get away with it. But I don't know. Now Disney, listen to us here. We're giving you good ideas. Don't screw it up. Oh boy. So let's see. Okay. Sci-Fi Mombi says, yeah, he's such a good choice, but he's in his 50s. Yeah. He's in his 50s? Wow. Wow. I remember seeing him oh, wow, he is 50, 52. Wow. I remember him seeing him in Band of Brothers.
Wait, who's in his 50s?
Gordon Malloy.
The guy, what? The guy played.
Gordon, yeah.
The guy is in his 50s?
He's 52.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're getting old.
You wouldn't think. I didn't think he was that old. By looking at him.
Yeah. Well, he played Don Malarkey in Band of Brothers in the 90s. So yeah, that's yeah. And Phantom Outsider says Ann Winters, who was Charlie, could be Sue. Yeah, we were talking about that too. She could be Sue.
Wait a second. Speaking of what's the name of the actress who played Kelly in the Orville?
Adrienne Palofsky. Yeah, I know who you're talking. She was actually married to the actor who played Gordon, but then got divorced.
Yeah, the actress who played Kelly was married to the guy who played Gordon.
Yeah, and then they got divorced.
Wow.
The only thing about her is she's already played. Go ahead.
Couldn't she play Sue Storm?
I thought about that at first, but here's the thing: she also played Mockingbird in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so she's already tainted by the Disney.
Oh,
by the Marvel.
She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep, she was Mockingbird. So I don't know if she'd want to go back to doing it. She'd be a good sword. She'd be a good Sue. She'd be a really good Sue.
I think she'd be a pretty decent Sue Storm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she would. She'd have to. Yep, they were married like a year or so. Yeah. Yeah. She'd make a great Sue. She's got that kick-ass attitude that she could do it. Comic Relief says, but multiverse. Head desk. Comic, I really did. You say multiverse. I'm still mad at them with what they did with Janet Pym. They should have made her the Wasp. So, but let's see. Oh, if you're looking for a younger actress, how about Halston Sage? Was in the Orville during the first season. Was she the one? Was she the super strong one, Snort?
You mean Alara?
Alara. Yeah, I'm just confirming. I don't remember
the other one who replaced her after she left.
Yeah.
Because she was the same speed. They were both
the same species.
They were both the same species.
Okay. Yep.
Alara. Okay, right.
Alara. Oh, yeah, I could see that. She'd be a great Sue Storm.
But she's not blonde, though.
Or maybe she was, and they had to color her hair.
Oh, that's possible, I suppose.
Yeah.
I really like. I don't know about. I really liked Alara. I was sad when I saw she left.
Yeah, but I'm glad she came back at the last one.
That was one of the few good things about that last episode, seeing her come back.
Yeah. She wore a wig. Okay. All right. So we got about 15 minutes. So let's try and cast Johnny and Doom. Well, no, we've gotten Doom because we're going to put. We've got Tennant as Doom. That's right. We've got Tennant as Doom. We still got to get Johnny.
I thought you. Well, yeah. Well, I personally think. Yeah, I personally think Tennant might work as Dr. Doom. I don't know about you though.
Oh, I agree. It's like kind of the two of them could switch. Well, no. Tennant could be either Reed or Doom. Matt Smith, I don't think can be Doom.
Matt Smith could play. Yeah, Matt Smith could play Reed Richards maybe, but he couldn't play Doom. No.
Matt Smith can't play Doom.
But David Tennant, on the other hand, yeah, he could play either one easily.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Doom. We just got to get John. Oh. No. I'm going to vote you off the island. You're fired, John. Comic Relief.
God, no.
We're voting you off the island. We're voting you off. Whoopi Goldberg as Sue. So diverse.
No.
You've broken Dalek or Johnny. Nah. We're gonna vote you off the island, Comic. See, I don't know a lot of currently young airheaded or people who could play young airheaded. I know that's probably most of Hollywood right now.
Sue Storm.
I don't know any.
Yeah, let me make this clear. Sue Storm was not an airhead.
No. I'm talking Johnny. I'm talking Johnny.
Sorry, Johnny. My mistake.
Yeah, Johnny's the airhead.
Yeah, you're right. He definitely is.
Yeah. So you got.
Sorry, my bad.
No worries. But it's just trying to. He is. I don't know enough of the younger actors to try and find that he could probably. And so maybe it is Chris. Maybe it is Chris Evans, but he's getting old.
Chris Evans actually did play Johnny Storm in those.
Yeah, he did too, and he did a good Johnny Storm, but he's too old now.
Nah, yeah.
And you think of Chris Evans, you think of Captain America. You think of Captain America now.
Yeah, exactly. He's so much better known as Captain America than he ever was as Johnny Storm.
Right. Looked up actors born in 2000. What about Australian kid Nicholas Hamilton? Never heard of him. Let's see what he played. Let's see. Never heard of him. He's 23 from Australia. And I've never seen any of these movies. Captain Fantastic. I think of Captain Fantastic. I think of Elton John's album. Okay. Or the kid that plays Hawk in Cobra Kai. Well, I've never seen Cobra Kai, so
I've never actually watched that either. That's something I've been meaning to do for a while.
Okay. Well, we'll have to think about this. They just looking at the headshots. All right. Well, guys, this was a pretty good for a Surfside chat. We had the Dalek here join us for a bit, and we had Scotty R37, and we had a pretty good subject. I have to start winding down because work comes too soon. Work comes too soon. So, Agent Pepsi 1, hello. Well, we can see what we can do, but how you doing, Agent Pepsi 1? Yeah, I know.
Such a shame.
Yeah, well, we can hang around a little bit here.
Yeah. For a few more minutes. Sure.
Yeah, for a few minutes. Yeah, before I get the old show notes going here.
Yeah.
I know. Work is a 4-letter word. Well, I gotta do a lot of it because I'm not gonna be in the office much next week because off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So all of next week. Yes, hail. And let's see. Okay, so Johnny is the mystery here. We'll have to think about it when we come back and yeah, you're fall next week. I've got to work from home on Monday because I'm getting my allergy shots. No fun. And then I'll go on Tuesday's the only day I'm going in the office.
I'm hoping you won't have to do that again for a while.
What?
Getting shots.
Yeah, no, I get this.
Well, jabs as we call them here.
Yeah, I get 2 allergy shots every 4 weeks.
Oh, really? What for?
Tons of allergies, mainly
Uh,
tree dust and
oh,
animal
oh,
fur.
oh dear.
Yeah, it's no fun. It is no fun.
That's all. Oh God! And you have all those pets too.
Yeah, two Snoopy and two ferrets.
Two
And there's
fer-
the
two ferrets
there.
and a dog, exactly.
Uh huh. Yeah, Agent Pepsi one. When I first started them, I was getting them two every 2 weeks. So it slowly got to where it's just two every 4 weeks. Yeah, not fun. Not fun.
I'm lucky there. I don't. As far as I know, I don't have any allergies.
Well, that's good. You consider yourself lucky. They actually did that with me after they repaired my nose, so to help my breathing. And then they figured I'd had to take the allergy test. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Don't forget, everybody. There's Pop Culture Breakdown tonight. So make sure when you go in there that you say Pod Raid. Yep, Pod Raid. Let's see. What's this? Eat more local honey as the pollen that you are allergic to, they make into honey, and eating it will increase your immunity. Never thought of that. I'm not a big honey fan, but I get steroids and antibiotics probably once or twice a year when I'm in really bad shape. I try staying away from steroids, but unfortunately I had to get it this last time with the bronchitis, that and antibiotics. So nobody jabs up there. Nobody. Snort, you've watched too many Hogan's Heroes, haven't you? Nobody touches the girl. Nobody. Drinking Merlot will not increase your immunity, but makes you feel so good. So true. Yes, so true. All right. It's about 2 hours in, and I have what's that? Steroid shots keep me up the last time. Oh man, I couldn't do that. I'd be seeing Daleks all over the place if I was up for 30. If I was up for 24 hours, I'd be seeing strange creatures.
Wow.
Yeah, that's no. I'm not saying do a Winnie the Pooh, but spoonful in tea a few nights a week might help. Not a doctor, not offering medical advice, etc., etc. I've been drinking like hot tea with brandy in it during this bronchitis thing, and that kind of helped.
Bronchitis too. Wow, you've had it bad.
Yeah. A couple of shots of Irish whiskey help. You don't care about pollen. Yeah. That's what it seemed to mutate with around here. It started out with the allergies, and next thing you know, it just goes into the bronchitis. Fortunately, I had tests to make sure it wasn't the vid or the flu, and had a chest X-ray to make sure there was no pneumonia in my lungs. So just make sure that everything was good. All right. Agent Pepsi 1 says I had tons of energy until the last 2 or 3 hours. Yeah. Did you start speaking in tongues, Agent Pepsi One? I've done that. After a long night of not sleeping, I spoke in tongues. I'm not a doctor, nor play one on TV. Drink Merlot with Coke. Sandra says we have a large container of honey. Phantom Outsider says, years ago, I did a 6-month stretch of 110. Ugh. Ouch. Ouch. 6-month stretch of 110-hour work weeks. Ugh. That doesn't sound good. All right. Okay, guys, I have to start winding down because we gotta head to bed, and I just see a lot of emails I have to take care of. So I'm going to start with show notes. Let's see here.
Notes with Sandra Mr. Raymond, push the button.
Okay, here we go with show notes. This Saturday will be Just Cuz, where we have polar bears, Daleks, hedgehogs, chaos, mayhem, Snoopies. Also, the kitty table will be ready. It'll be the pre-Thanksgiving Just Cuz. So we got that coming up this Saturday. On the 22nd, a week from tonight, we'll be doing a Thanksgiving Eve chat, pretty much the same thing like this. I'll probably bring some of my rowdy friends on board here. On the 25th, we will have a Just Cuz. And 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be talking about scouting with a couple that are very involved in scouting, scouting with the Huffs. And of course, there'll be a Just Cuz. So everybody, that is coming up. Please get me some people. The winter schedule is kind of lean, so I would like to get some more interviews here. So if you know anybody, just have them drop me a line. Sandra or Legatus, please put the site out there, the way they can reach me. That would be awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Snorta Poopa says, I speak in tongues around some people, but only because people would be offended if I used the real words. Indeed, Snort. Indeed. And Snort says, take care every human, dolphin, doggo, dolly, ferret, eagle, hedgehog, and wapiti. What is a wapiti?
And take care every polar bear, too.
Yes, take care every polar bear. Okay, and there's my email, and there is the link tree. So Dalek, you got anything going on between now and Saturday?
It depends what I feel like doing. I might do a chat. Might just do a regular chillin' chat. I might do a game stream over either here, either here or over on Twitch. Maybe both.
Yeah.
So see what I feel like doing. So I haven't had anything to review in a while. Because I haven't watched much in terms of that stuff to review lately.
True. True.
I think the last thing I reviewed was the Yeah, it was the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, okay. I've thought about doing like reviews of one of my favorite 60s science fiction shows, but I've got to figure out how to do it. I'd like to review Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.
Interesting.
The only way, the logistics though is tough because finding it. Well, I found it on YouTube, so I found it on YouTube. I just got to see how I can make it happen.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Maybe,
Wapiti.
maybe Jill can help you with that.
Yeah, I may talk to her about that. Wapiti is another name for an elk. Okay. Phantom Outsider says, remember, Snort, hailing the polar bear doesn't mean everybody is on the buffet after the chat ends. Oh, Phantom. The famous polar bear baiter. Okay, so let me close out the show notes and then we'll start saying thank you.
Shows with Mr. Rain. Shows with Sandra too. Mr. Raymond, push the button.
That you are. Thank you for that one. Well, thank you for everything you do, Feck, for the channel. All the graphics, all the amazing videos. You're just amazing. Hopefully, you'll watch it on the on the rewind. All right. So let us thank everybody who's been here. I'm glad we had such a nice crowd. We had Admiral Teague. We had Canadian Spider-Man. We had Captain Infinity. Cobalt Bald Eagle swooped in. Deef was here. And we had Jim's Landscape. We had the lovely Lisa. Phantom Outsider. Polar Bear Baiter Extraordinaire. Scotty R37, who visited the panel, who came on to chat with us. Taylor Swift, Greater Than Disney. Did I say Admiral? Oh, yeah, I said Admiral T. I did say Captain Infinity. Taylor Swift, Greater Than Disney. Yes. We had, and then we had my amazing, my amazing wrench team, starting with Sandra, who popped in to talk about cookies. It's always good when we can talk about cookies. We had Legatus Legionnaire, the first one, the last out. Pudgy Hedgehog, hard-hitting, journalistic hedgehog, going on big adventures. Please subscribe to his channel. He tells great stories. I actually got to start on listening to part 3 of him saving Christmas. I just got done with part 2. We have the Comic Relief Crusader. Oh, and I forgot, Agent Pepsi 1 was here. How could I forget her? I should be beaten. Thank you, Agent Pepsi 1, for coming on by. And then, last but not least, and I have to mention him, otherwise he'd probably devour me. Start up a pass! You burr. Ooh. Disco. Dot scream. Dot scream. Ooh, that's pretty good, Dalek. Great show. Great show. All right. And then Dalek, thank you for coming up here tonight.
My pleasure as always, Raymond.
All right. Okay. Everybody, you all have a wonderful evening. Let's see. What's this? Actually, that would be a great ad campaign. Actually, that would be a great ad campaign. Join the pod, join the chat, or Snorter Poopus Cuber will eat you. If you aren't in the pod, you're on his menu. I love that. That is awesome.
That's brilliant.
Yes, that is brilliant. Join the chat, or Snorter Poopus Cuber will eat you. If you aren't in the pod,
you're on his
you're on his
menu.
menu. Awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome. That's brilliant. Yes. All right, everybody. You all have a nice evening. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you on Just Cuz. Take care, all.
Have a good week. Good night.
I would like to remind
Whoops.
Oops.
this segment is brought to you by thedolphinboys.com.
Oh, duh.